Welcome to the Writer's Life, a place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste in my particular writer's life, where you get the truth about the writer's life. So if you haven't, subscribe, smash the like button, press the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one exciting video. So, like the thumbnail suggests, whatever works for you. In the old days, I'm talking like 2000 and before that. You pretty much had just one way of doing things, and that was you maybe wrote a manuscript, wrote a letter, what they call a query letter to an agent, hoped the agent accepted it. Then you worked on revising your novel, and then they sent it out to the publishers, and hopefully you got a deal. That whole process could take, 3 or 4 years. It could take a decade. Or in my case, when I sold my first book in October of 98, it took about 3 weeks. So I was one of the lucky ones, which ended up being unlucky, but that's for another story. But nowadays, there's so many choices. You can work with publishers, big ones, medium sized, little ones, whatever suits your fancy. And you can start your own publishing business and publish any kind of fiction that you want that the publishers probably won't even take. You can do it as often as you want and however you want. And I love that. And that's how I do it. Like I work with some publishers, but mostly I'm concentrating on my own Bear Media label. I've said this 1,000 times before. And in fact, I have a new book coming out, I think today or tomorrow. No, today. It's probably today because it's at least going to be submitted today because it's the 31st. And I try to put out at least a short thriller per month. I've been filling up the Kindle Vella thing too, as well with manuscripts, but no one can figure that one out yet. Like I'll be talking about that in further videos as well. Nobody could figure out like the bonuses or how it's working or whatever. Like, I don't know. But anyway, hey, it's another source of income, so that's cool. But you have an opportunity now to do whatever works for you. And for me, what works is being a hybrid author, just like pumping out at least a short thriller per month, a short thriller or even a novel per month. And also maybe a full-length novel with a reputable publisher once a year, twice a year maybe. Or in the case of like Down and Out, probably like 3 or 4 times a year. It's however many books I can produce for them that I feel as though should go to them, which is kind of backwards compared to the way it used to be. It used to be you'd beg them, like, please take my book. Please take my book. And then, you'd teach or something like that to pay your bills. But we don't. We write to pay our bills. So, and I also freelance and write journalism. So that's how it works for me. And I do the crypto thing too. That works for me too, except we're in a bear market now. So that's not working as well as it was last year, but these things go in cycles. So when it's a bear market, I just dollar cost average, and eventually it'll be a bull market, and that stuff will explode. So there you go. Explode in value, I should say. But this is not financial advice, so you do what's right for you. And again, that's what this is all about. However you want to construct or engineer your particular writer's life, you have the freedom to do that now. If you feel as though you need to go away to certain places in order to experience them so that you can write about them in a way that is very true, that adds what they call verisimilitude to the book, then you should do so. I do that. I take pride in doing that. I've gone to some of the most uncomfortable places in the world to try to get information on books, and had a lot of fun doing it too. Even though, like, I come back, like a wet rag and stinking and whatever, but that's the fun of it. Anyway, so just wanted to give you that little short note today. Do whatever works for you. Whatever you do not have to subscribe to anyone's blueprint anymore. You just don't have to do it. You don't even have to go to conferences anymore if you don't feel like it, and rub elbows with agents and publishers. I know I don't. I've won the awards and hit the bestseller lists and all that stuff. I'm not discounting those people. They're all good people and they've been good to me. But I'm not saying like in other words, if I miss a conference, it'll be like, oh no, like I didn't rub elbows with so-and-so who's an agent, or I didn't, bow at the feet of some publisher or editor. I could fucking care less, to be honest. I'd rather be writing, I'd rather be putting out the material. That's just the way I am. I'd rather be doing my own thing. So there you go. Do what works for you. And hopefully we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And ciao, ciao.